Yeah, it's been great. Just to be able to sit down and watch ball, showcase some of my things on the cerebral side of the game, and just learn from them. They answer all my questions. I'm just having a great time.
Hendon, how have you moved up in a lot of projections despite not going through physical drills? How are you impressing guys without doing that?
Like I said before, just really showcasing my football IQ and the character that I have and what I bring to the organization.
You were thrown over there with Cedric and Jalen. You said you were going to be cleared standing up after the combine. What's kind of the latest with your progress? What's the next checkpoint?
So next checkpoint is in a week and a half. I get to drop back. Actually take some actual drops, but I feel good. Just coming out here and being able to be back on the field and throwing to my guys and my guys.
How difficult is it to not do what you want to do?
Very difficult. I'm getting a lot of pushback from my mom about me just warming up. So it's very difficult not to be able to go out here and do what I love.
When are you targeting maybe being able to run a straight line again?
Yeah, 3 weeks.
So do you think you're good for the start of the season? Because some people have said otherwise.
Yeah, well, I just met with my doctor on Monday. He said that I'll be good.
Yeah.
So yeah, look forward to that.
And people that have broken down your game, what are some things that kind of make you chuckle when, like, you hear some criticisms about your game?
It's always funny to hear people talk about our offense, but it's a lot of intricacies that go into what we do and how we do it. It's a lot of things that you have to process. So the mental side of the game is at an all-time high. The physical side of the game, it looks easy because we make it look easy. It's not because it's just easy.
There's times where you kind of like rub your hands together, like when you know what you're doing. When you get up on the whiteboard, or when they ask you to get up on the whiteboard, is that one of those situations where, man, I can really show what I can bring to the table?
Yeah, for sure. And honestly, I feel like that's the bottom line of just being a big-time quarterback, or just being a quarterback in general, or a big-time ball player. Being able to showcase what you know on the board should come naturally, because that's what you do. This is what we do on a daily basis. Actually putting in work, like I've said many times, this whole draft prep season, I spent a lot of time just in the mirror drawing. Anytime I walk past the mirror, there's an expo marker right there. I'm going to draw in the mirror. So that's just something that I enjoy doing because I love the game of football.
Hendon, apologies if you've been asked this already, but what do you feel is your strongest attribute as a quarterback? Like, what are you hoping to show teams, or what do you think you maybe do best?
Yeah, what I do best is leadership and just being personable, being able to communicate with my teammates at a high level and communicate with others in the building at a high level. The energy that I bring and the just the competitive nature as well. I feel like that's the second thing, and then after that would be my accuracy.
Hendon, how many teams have you talked to?
All of them.
All of them. How do you ever gauge sort of like, how did that conversation go? How interested are they in me?
I mean, those are thoughts just naturally in human nature. You're going to think those thoughts. I just take it one step at a time and approach each situation differently.
What are they asking you in the meetings?
Any and everything. So we talk about basketball, talk about childhood, where I grew up in North Carolina, my family, what I like to do in my off time, then we hop into football.
Where you're projected to get picked has been kind of all over the board. Do you have an expectation, or has there been feedback from teams so far?
No, I just want to play football.
Do you have any plans for how you're going to watch the draft, where you're going to watch it?
Yeah, I'll be in Greensboro, North Carolina with my family.
Is there anything just wild or ridiculous that you were asked during any of the team interviews?
No, it's really crazy. I get that question a lot, and there wasn't any off the wall questions or some things that I wasn't prepared for.
What was it like kind of interacting, because whether it was the Senior Bowl or the Combine, you were around the other quarterbacks. What was that experience like, meeting and being around all those other guys?
Yeah, it was great. The guys that I was with at the Senior Bowl with Max Duggan and with Clayton Tune, I'm with those guys every day. So that was just our regular routine. We talk about the normal golf stuff, and then regular football, and then we hop into the playbook. And then at the Combine, those are all guys that I've been around as well. So I'm with Will every day, Malik Cunningham, I've been around him since we were in high school. We used to go to camps together. And that quarterback dynamic and quarterback brotherhood runs deep. So anytime that we can shed some light or talk ball, me and Bryce Young talked about plays for an hour and a half in the airport. So anytime we can just talk and spend time is great.
Hey, what do you think about this group? It's as big a group as Tennessee's had that could be taken high in the draft. What do you think about some of those other guys that could go early?
I'm really excited. I'm really excited for for my teammates and for the culture of Tennessee getting back to where it belongs at the top of college football, and us just showcasing everything that we've had here, from the brotherhood, from how we compete, and bring that to the next level as well.
Hendon, which quarterbacks have you maybe looked to take different aspects from their game into your own, or maybe who you kind of look to in terms of inspiration and whatnot?
Yeah, honestly, whenever I'm preparing for a game on Thursday, I usually look at the previous 5 games that the team that we're about to play has played, and the things that the quarterbacks have done that worked against that defense, and I'll try to implement some of that into my game. And since I've seen it work, I know that, hey, I can use this and it'll work against that defense. So really, I look at everybody. I feel like my game most resembles Deshaun Watson's, and a little bit of Josh Allen as well. But that's about it.
Hendon,
Last question.
What do you hear in talking to the other teams about the Tennessee offense that they feel like translates to the NFL?
The biggest thing has been talking protections and talking about what I do at the line of scrimmage and how much control I have. And when I explain what my process is and the different things that I do at the line of scrimmage to take control of the offense and make sure that we're getting what we need to get out of the play, it's been cool just to see, okay, like now we get to see the backstory on why we're doing things and how it's being done, to get the success that we're getting.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all.